Today I'm going to make a Christmas wreath with you. So my dad made this from the grapevine hanging under his veranda, and you too could do the same earlier in the year. However, you could use willow. Soft willow works really well. The twisted willow, that can work, and you can make your own by weaving. But today I'm going to teach you about how to attach flowers to a wreath to hang on your wall inside, on your front door for Christmas. To attach the foliage to the wreath, you're going to use something called, it's a wide string, a raffia wide string. So I'm going to cut a small section of that out. I'm going to attach the foliage. In this case, I'm going to start with the pine, cutting off small sections as I go. Okay, so I'm going to work out first what shape is best, and then I'm going to figure out where my top center is. So you can cover the whole wreath in foliage, or you could just create a section, and that's what we're going to do today, is just a crescent moon-shaped section. So here's my pine foliage. Always working with the curvature of the branch. Using the string, I'm just going to bind that over the top. I've got a little bit of string left here, as you can see, and I'm going to sit that new pieces on top. So I'm clustering as I go and using the same string pieces to wind around again. So over the top of each other, pulling it nice and taut. I'm then going to tie it off like a bread tie. Now I'm going to start branching out a bit, using some of this hakea, working with the shape. So now I'm working to this shape here where I've got the crescent happening, but I'm thinking of creating a bit of a focal feature in this section. So this section here, so if that's hanging, something through here, just to create some drama. I've got some fabric with me today, and you can find any off scraps, maybe remnants from a local fabric store, Spotlight, any of those shops. I had some upholstery fabrics hanging around in my studio, gifted to me by an ex-interior stylist. It's very lucky. So these beautiful fabrics I've decided to layer on top of each other, just like this. So I've got two rectangular pieces, and I'm going to just crunch them in like this and sit them on top of the wreath like so. And I'm going to get a finer linen piece here, wrapping from behind, just like this, and tying that on like a bow. When I was foraging for the pine, I found some pine cones. So to attach the pine cones, I've just got this same wide string. I'm slipping it between the teeth, just like that, slipping it inside. I'm just going to add it into the wreath as something fun and another texture. You can add as many pine cones as you like. You can add little hakea nuts, gum nuts. You could even add Christmas decorations from last year. Anything. To finish off the wreath, I just want to tidy it up a little bit. I'm going to cut back some of these larger stems, just like so. It doesn't matter if these show, because it's really rustic and natural anyway, but I do want to cover some of it up. I've got some misty here. Misty I've dried. I got this from the wholesaler, this misty. And it's just going to add a little bit of fun. It's going to finish off the curvature of the wreath that I was looking for. doesn't matter if you're covering up some of this beautiful fabric because it all adds to the dimension. A little bit of pine just to marry the design from the start. I'm also going to find the top of my wreath, so work out where it's balancing best. I've got some herringbone tape. Again, this is Lincraft, Spotlight, any of the above. Any fabric store you can find this at. Doubling it over again, looping it round, and tucking those through. Just like that.